In the unlikely event that your thread breaks and keeps stitching and you have all the little stitching holes but with no stitched area, I'm going to show you how you back up. Here's one thing I want you to know. No matter where you are within a design, you can always get back to where you need to be, as long as the machine hasn't been shut off. Now, if you're embroidering right in the middle of your hoop and the machine does get shut off, you can easily get back to where you were. If you were going to shut the machine off, what I would do is go over to Alt and record the placement of this design. I was over here, I'm -6 in the side to side, and I'm up 70. You know, on a grid back, remember school back then where we had the X and Y axis? Well, these are those numbers. So if I needed to, I could write down those numbers, turn the machine off, and be able to bring the design back to exactly where I need to be. So if you think you're going to need that, write that down before the machine is turned off. But for right now, I have found myself, my needle's over here and my last stitch was over here. So what we have is where you can go back and forth, stitch by stitch, the minus and the plus. That's a little picture of the needle hopping forward is forward plus, or the needle hopping backwards is the minus. Now most of the time it's going to be the minus one. So you're going to put your finger up here, and when you touch it, you're going back one stitch. Well, that's not going to go back very fast. So then you want to hold your finger on it, and we'll start jumping quicker and quicker, jumping like 10 stitches at a time, and later 100 stitches at a time. So it's actually going to quickly go back quicker and quicker each time. So I'm looking to see where I was. Now, some designs have a lot of underlay stitches, so they're going back and forth, and you need to kind of make sure that you're in the right area. Once you pretty much come over the area that you need to be, and you've gone plenty far enough, you're going to find, oh gosh, wait, I've already stitched that area. I'm going to sink my needle down, and I can see I'm in the third little flower that I'm already on. So I've gone back too far. Now before I say anything else, I'm going to put a caution out here. I have seen this happen more than once. People will put their finger on this button, the minus sign, they're holding it, and they're watching down here, which is what I want you to watch. But if your finger slides down and gets to the arrow to the left side button, you will actually shift your hoop or shift your design, and now when you start, you're not going to be lined up where you were because you have shifted to the left. So make sure that you focus on the button you need to push and stay on that button, and voila, everything will be okay. So now I've actually gone too far, so now I'm going to go ahead and tap my way just a little bit forward, and I'll start going smaller little distances until I see. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you really can see what I'm looking for now that you know which buttons that I will be using. Here we go. This looks really good. We'll get you even further. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to still minus. No, I was plussing. Okay, so I'm plussing a little bit. I'm kind of right still in that third. I'm at the bottom of the third little leaf. Now this is another reason to kind of stay close to your machine. Then you kind of know what was stitched when, and you won't be having to go back so far. So here I am. There's the little, I'm going straight up the line that was created for the start of petal number 4. Now I don't want to start right there, because if it was actually going to be like right in the middle where all the satin stitches are, I want you to overlap maybe 1/8 of an inch of the previous satin stitch. So I'm going to just back up a little bit. I'll just let it go over. I guarantee you will not see where you were when you were actually overstepping stitches that had already been stitched. Let's go ahead and do start stop button, and that will start stitching. It'll stop for me because it knows that I was doing something that when I touch those stepping forward and stepping back buttons, it knows, and so it knows I was holding on to that thread. That's why it stopped for me automatically. And then I can go ahead and keep on going.